Hey, what's up guys? Out here messing around in the shed today. Actually found this old knife laying out in the weeds and the bushes and stuff when we were clearing some brush away here in the neighborhood. But anyway, found this old knife. It's missing the handle here, of course. It would have the old leather style handle on it. Most of that has gone away, leaving just the plastic sort of decorative part here at the top. So anyways, I figured we'd go ahead and try to make a handle for this thing. I really like to do some woodworking, a little bit of, not so much woodworking, but whittling, just making some custom stuff, right? So that's what we're going to do today. I figured I'd just do a little bit of a video on it, sort of the steps along the way or whatever, right? So first step, what we're going to do is go ahead and get the rest of this little stuff off of here, and then we're going to go ahead and start making a template, see what we have to do to get some wood cut to do a handle for this thing. Alright, there's all the junk off that old handle. We got something to work with now. So I'm basically just going to take a piece of wood and make two pieces of wood, one to go on each side of it, right? And what I'm going to be using is something like this. It's I believe cypress, nice piece of cypress wood here. It's got that nice sort of purple ring in the middle of it there. It always has a real nice look. I really like working with this wood. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm basically going to slice this down the middle, making our two halves, and then sort of just whittle them out with my knife here, whittle it down to a nice handle for this thing. So that's the plan anyway. That's what we're going to try to do. Alright, so we have our piece of wood cut in half for our handle here. You can see that really cool looking purple interior of this wood. I really like working with this wood. Just always makes a nice looking piece when you're doing a little whittling project like this. So go ahead and keep on going with this project. Next step is going to be to basically get rid of some of this bulk, get it down to the size that we need it to be, right? And make us a handle. Chop, 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 chop. What I've done here is I took our two pieces and I used my hatchet just to basically trim off most of the bulk of these as we can, right? I didn't want to get too crazy, but basically just made 3 cuts, leaving just the center part of the log, right? The center part of this stick. You can still see that both of our centers are still right there. So once we start whittling down into this, you can see how this purple wood sort of comes through the other, the other parts of the wood, and it just makes some really cool looking designs and textures with the handles and the different woodworking projects you do with this wood, right? So let's go ahead and keep going here. Next part is just to start whittling, right? Get your knife out, start working this down into a shape of a handle. We're also going to have to cut it off to where it's the proper length. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it as long as I can to actually do the whittling, so you have something to hold on to, right? And then we'll chop off the bottom part once it comes down to that point. Looks like I've got that one pretty close there. So let's go ahead and call that one good. I'm going to go ahead and get the other one going here. We'll get this one cut off, fit it into the handle here. We'll go from there. Alright, as you can see here, we got our two pieces whittled out here, and using my good old case knife. I love this knife to do a little whittling project, little carving, right? But we have our two pieces here. You can see they're not matched up, not symmetrical in any way yet, but they are going to work for our handles. We got them pretty close to the size we want to be. Alright guys, so I got the knife all done here now. It was my intention to record the whole process. I did sort of the first part of the video, and then I just kind of got into the project itself and just kept on working on it last night. And got it finished up here. Got the blade sort of ground down a little bit nicer. Got everything polished up and cleaned up a little bit, and got the handle fitted there as well. See, I used a couple wooden dowels in there to hold the two pieces of handle together, along with a little wood glue. And I did a pretty good job of fitting everything up. Everything's pretty smooth here, smooth across the metal here. Although you can see spots like this, I have a big chunk missing out of there that I did when I was whittling it down, you know, getting a little overzealous with it or whatever. Right here in the back too, nice big piece right there out of the back. But that's alright, it doesn't really bother me too much. Really like the look of this handle on here now. This is a nice American made knife too. Once I ground down this blade, you can actually read Western USA W39 on it. So it's a Western W39 knife. Pretty good little knife. It did have the chipped end. I was able to just round that off. Kind of did a crappy job on that, but I'm going to go back and kind of finish that off too. The edge, I put an edge on it, but it's not 100%. It's not perfect. But pretty cool little project, you know. I'm sorry I didn't get the rest of it on film, where I was actually, you know, using the files. What I used once I got it down to, you know, down smooth enough, I used the file to go over it and smooth it out to all the pieces of metal right. Again, that's how I got it down flush with everything, and it turned out pretty good. I'm definitely happy with it. You guys definitely let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for more videos from Skip Volts. Peace.